Hi, everyone. Hey, thanks for joining. I'm so happy to see you guys, and thanks so much for joining me here on this little catch-up meeting. Get my tea. Hi. Well, it has been a little over 6 months since the last buzz, and look at the curls. Look at the curls. Can you get over these curls? I don't remember it ever being this curly the last time I've cut my hair. So this is something. It's been a little over, it's like 6 months and 2 weeks or so. So I want to show you, these are the curls. Now, I'm not doing anything to it. As a matter of fact, today I washed my hair, and when I just dried it, I just towel dried it. Did that. That's all I did. So here's the curls. I want you to see them. So we got our curls going. We got our curls going after 6.5 months. So that's what it's looking like. So we'll see what it ends up happening. I like the curls. Now, I do. I like the curls very much. The only problem is the curls sit on your head, and now that it's summertime and it's warm, I can't pull back my hair in a ponytail because they're obviously too short. And so every time, if I were to do something like that, it just starts pulling away. So there's no way I can, put it back like in a band or something, because too much of it so basically this is all I do. That's what I did after I washed it and ended up with, these curls. So we'll see what happens. That's why it looks so short now. Even though, because other people, you see their hair when their hair is straighter, you see by now it should be about 3 inches long, and you would see it. Here you don't see it as much because it's making curls. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to still continue. I did a video a while back that explained the things that I've learned after buzzing my hair, and you can see that here. I'll put a link to it, and it'll be listed down below. So I don't need to do that again. I don't want to bore you. But it has been a year since the original cut, since the original one. It's been a year. And because I did it like Memorial Day weekend, I think it was like Memorial Day weekend a year ago, and now we're in the beginning of June. So it's been just a little over a year since I did it the very first time. And the only thing I do want to add is that every so often I still think about doing it. I still think about, let me just buzz it again. But I think what I really didn't like, well, there's two things. One, other than the bald spot. What I really didn't like was that once I liked it when it was first done. I liked it when it was, 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. Anything longer than that started looking, it just didn't look good, at least not on me. It would only look good if it was bleached and dyed another color. Because if it was left natural, then it just looks like, somebody just shaved you for some nefarious reason. And that wasn't the look I was looking for. I was looking for the cute pink, hair or whatever. And when it's very short, I did like it. So if I ever did it again, I know that is what I would have to do, since I went through all these different stages, and I know what looked good on me, what didn't look good on me. But I think what was bothering me was that because I'm built, kind of big and I could stand to lose a few pounds, but I've always had big shoulders and I'm just got a very broad torso. My head looked little. It looked out of proportion. I think that's what I really didn't like is that. But I'm not doing anything with it now. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let's see what happens with these curls, and we'll just see what happens with them. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys is that this month I turned 60. 60. 60. Yes, I turned 60. And I just, I'm looking forward to it, actually. I want to turn 60. This 58, 59-ish. I mean, that's fine, but 60 is like, I'm going to be able to retire soon. I can retire in 78 months. And no, I'm not counting the months at all. But yes, 68 months. Excuse me, 78 months. Boy, 78 months until I can retire. So, at full retirement age, of course. Now, don't know if I will do that, but that's the plan at this point. But I'm looking forward to being 60 because I don't think I necessarily look it. And at this point, I am still, I'm, even though I have complained about my job before, I am very blessed to be at the job that I'm at. It's an important job, relatively speaking. Not that that matters. That doesn't matter as much, but it is. So it is just kind of nice for knowing that, I didn't go to some Ivy League school. I didn't do those things, but that I was still able to get to this point of, in my career without having to do some of those things. I mean, obviously, I took a lot of training and studying and all that was specific for my jobs. I think you could see some of my things back here. I know it's kind of weird, just hang them up there, but it's just nice to see, I think. But at the same time, I cannot wait to retire. Oh, I cannot wait to retire. So I'm going to be 60. I am going to be celebrating that in a very cool way, which you will see in another video. I also have a trip later on this year for South Africa. And I think that's the last trip I have scheduled for this year. So I'm very, very blessed to be able to do things like that. I know I am. But at the same time, I want to do them while I'm still young enough to be able to do them without, needing the oxygen mask or the oxygen that you pull behind you or the, that kind of thing. I want to do these things while I can still climb up the mountain or whatever it is. Might be a little slow, but I could still do it. So I just wanted to give you this really quick update. See if there's anything that I could answer for you or do for you. Obviously, I read all the comments. You may have seen that I have been putting out a lot of videos on my woohoo stuff, the binaurals and things like that. It's just an interest of mine that I like, and I thought I would pass those on to you to see if you like them as well. I also have been adding some of my older travel pictures in video form, so you could just see some of those if you were interested in any of these trips that I've taken. Gate One should hire me to be one of their evangelists, because I really, really still appreciate them, and that would be the place that I would use if I were, whenever I do something that is international. It's pretty much always going to be Gate One at this point. Although my mother sent me an email that advertised a 140-day cruise in 2027. It's one of those very, very, very expensive ships where everything's a suite and they only have less than 1,000 guests on board. And you're going around the world. 140 days. I forget how many cities, like 50 cities or something. And I was like, oh, that's what I want. See, that would be cool if I could really work from anywhere. Right now, I am blessed to be able to work from home. But if I could really just work anywhere there, that would be cool. That would be cool. So don't know, that would be what, 3 years? In 3 years? So I don't know if I could afford $100,000 cruise, because I bet that's probably the minimum of what it would be, I would guess. So otherwise, I'll just stick to Gate One and looking at going to all these different places. For those of you who were asking, Charlie and I are doing very well. And we are progressing in our relationship. There will probably be an announcement of him moving up to Nashville at some time. So everything's okay. Everything's okay. He was here for over a week, a couple weeks ago, this last week or so. We didn't kill each other. That's a good thing. We didn't kill each other. But boy, do I have to get used to living with somebody again. It's been 7 years, almost 7 years since I've lived, with somebody. So that's well, actually, since I've lived with anybody at all, but it was my former boyfriend, and it's going to take some getting used to living with somebody again. But I do have to say that Charlie is certainly making it worth it, as far as, there's no issues. We're doing fine, other than just getting used to, oh, I wash dishes this way and you wash dishes that way, and blah, blah, minor things. So all good. Very happy about that. Only took 40 years. I have to maybe I'll get him on a video. We'll make a video together of how that came to be. Well, I'm going to let you go. As I always say, and I really mean it, because I've always meant it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Please subscribe if you haven't. It would be nice to hit 1,000 subscribers. And I'm at a little over 800, like 830 right now as we talk. But, if you're familiar at all with YouTube, once you hit 1,000, you get, some more little perks and things. And I would really appreciate it if you are enjoying this. If you would subscribe, that would be wonderful. I'm putting some things in the post right now. I have or at the shooting of this, I have a video asking, or excuse me, a poll asking how long of these videos that are like the meditation ones, how long do you like them? Do you want them to be short? Do you want them to be long? Because I'm sure you may have seen some of them that are 8 hours long, 11 hours long, you know. So I'm trying to gauge that, but I'm really enjoying making those as well. So, I've got a couple ideas for some tarot videos. If anybody here is interested in that, I've got a couple ideas in that direction. So there's a lot I would like to do. If I didn't have to work, I would do even more. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Thank you so much. And you have a wonderful, I'm shooting this on a weekend. So if you're seeing this, you know, at the beginning of the week, you have a great week. And thank you, really. And subscribe, like, share, all those things. But I really appreciate it. And I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.